Good morning, meditators. Welcome back. My name is Daniel, and this is Essentials of Meditation session number 4. I've got my house coat on today because it's starting to get a little bit cool in Vancouver at this time of day. So I hope you're well. I want to continue this session with this idea of decompartmentalization of our experience. And what I mean by that is simply that we create categories for things, as I mentioned in our last session. Things like, the rooms in a house, of course, they can be referred to individually, but of course are all part of the house. And we tend to forget this when it comes to just looking out at the world, and particularly looking out at the world and forgetting that we too are actually part of everything that's going on. If we think about this, say on an emotional level, if you have any level of empathy, and most of us do, if you notice somebody else suffering, you suffer kind of on their behalf as well. And in the same way, if you notice joy and laughter in somebody else, it can also be infectious. It affects us. It affects our nervous system. So you could say that our nervous system, our connections with the outer world, including other people, are very broad and really cannot be ignored or attenuated. They are as they are, in a sense that outer world is part of us. And in Buddhism, this is the idea of non-independent origination. In other words, everything that arises that seems to be separate really arises together. In the natural world, a plant would grow down and grow roots down from the seed. As the seed germinates, it would go down into the ground, and simultaneously then the trunk or the lifting part that's going to be powered by the sun would also move upwards. So that up and down happens together. When you say you create a concept like a left turn, automatically right is created. A right turn is created. There can never be a left turn without the potential for a right turn. When we look at, say, a portrait of a figure, there's a foreground. Like in this case, you can see me in the foreground. And in the background, there's the room that I'm in. So if you were to draw a painting or paint a painting of that, you would see the background and then the foreground. The foreground cannot exist without the support of the background. So again, these things arise together. We're going to get into the meditation in just a moment. And by the way, if you're interested in learning to meditate or talking more about these concepts in a very sort of direct and secular way, I'm available for that. And we can talk about that. So you can always message me through this, through YouTube, or leave a comment. So let's begin. Take a moment and just close your eyes. Allow the facial muscles to relax. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale a couple of times. And let that settling begin to happen in the body. And with the muscular settling and a release of tension, you may feel a secondary experience, which is maybe a feeling of lightness. You can turn to the breath with your attention and begin to breathe smoothly through the nose. And as you breathe and follow the breath with your attention, see if you can assist the exhale a little bit. So you're pressing out a little bit more on your exhale. Notice how the next in-breath just kind of bounces back in on its own. So the effort you put in to increase the exhale is coupled by a secondary vacuum filling in on the inhale. And you can try the opposite side of the breath as you inhale. See if you can assist the inhale a little bit more. Take a little bit more in. And then when the exhale comes, of course, it's a little bit more forceful as well. We practice these concepts in the body, in meditation, these concepts of polarity, non-independent origination. And bring your attention to the feeling of your breath. See where it appears. I'm going to stay attentive to the breath sensation here for 1 minute. You can begin now. Just remain attentive to the breath. Breath is like a stream running through any thought patterns. Unstoppable. And now, as we get close to the end of the meditation, one consideration here, one concept as you feel the breath. Where are you in relation to the breath? Don't try too hard to answer the question. Simply let it float. Where are you in relation to the breath? And finally, as we breathe today, introducing a word to generate a feeling. And that word today will be appreciation. Breathe in and out and attach the word appreciation to the breath. See if you can feel the nuances of the breath as you do that. Let that feeling become more apparent, more concrete. And as you're ready, you can begin to open the eyes and come out of our meditation for today. Again, thanks for joining, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.